Ever get that feeling, when the kitchen's slammed, orders are flying, and it feels like too many cooks are gonna, I don't know, mess everything up?
Yeah, like total chaos in the making.
Exactly. But you know what? EastAfricaChef.com actually says that's not always a bad thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least not when it comes to their Rule 22, willingness to learn. We're diving deep into professional kitchens today, and this rule really surprised me.
So are they saying a packed kitchen is actually a good learning environment?
In a way, yeah. They stress the importance of constant learning and mentorship, even or maybe especially when things get hectic.
That's so interesting. We always think professional kitchen, we think high pressure, screaming chefs. You know the drill.
Hmm.
But this paints a totally different picture.
Right. Forget Gordon Ramsay. EastAfricaChef.com actually says, and I quote, "Don't shy away from asking questions."
So more like a collaborative learning environment instead of a dictatorship, huh?
Exactly. I can almost picture some nervous apprentice asking, the head chef for help with a souffle that just won't rise.
I can see it. But honestly, it's got to go way beyond just asking for a hand when you're in a bind. This rule, it's about a lifelong commitment to learning.
You're right. It's bigger than just one souffle.
Think about it. Ingredients, they're not the same year-round, right?
True, you've got seasons, changing produce.
And then there's new techniques popping up all the time. Molecular gastronomy, new equipment. A chef might have to learn a whole new cuisine if the restaurant changes its theme.
It's constant evolution, and you have
Okay.
to keep up.
Exactly. Which is why EastAfricaChef.com talks about creating a positive and innovative kitchen environment. That's where this willingness to learn comes in.
It makes sense, actually. When everyone's learning, it's less about ego and more about, well,
Shared passion. It becomes a two-way street.
like that image of a young line cook showing a veteran chef some new plating technique they saw online.
Or the seasoned butcher, the one who's been there forever, sharing their knowledge of different cuts with the newbies.
It's like that saying, everyone has something to teach, everyone has something to learn.
Exactly. And in a field as dynamic as cooking, you can't afford to rest on your laurels.
So how do these chefs actually stay ahead of the curve, though? Does EastAfricaChef.com get into specifics?
Yeah, they actually emphasize staying updated on culinary trends. They mention industry publications,
Like those glossy food magazines.
those, plus workshops, even social media.
Wow, so even a chef in, say, Kenya can learn from a Michelin star chef in France, all thanks to the internet.
Precisely. And it's not just about the techniques, it's about the ingredients, the cultural influences. It's a whole world out there.
It's amazing, isn't it, how connected the culinary world is becoming?
It's really remarkable.
But, thinking about it, this whole idea of continuous learning, it's not just for the restaurant industry, right?
Yeah, absolutely not. I'd say it's a recipe for success no matter what you do. Whether you're a CEO, a teacher, an
I'd say
artist.
just in everyday life.
Right, because the moment you stop learning, you start growing.
It's about staying curious, staying adaptable.
Exactly. Embracing new possibilities. And who knows, you might even teach someone else a thing or two along the way.
So true. Well, there we have it. Another deep dive, another fascinating look at the world of professional cooking.
And hopefully some food for thought for everyone listening, no matter what your passion is.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, if you'll excuse me, all this talk of food has got me craving a croissant.